using words and you don't even know the meaning of it. Wait. Feminism is the belief in social and economic and political equality of these sexes. Because some of y'all be throwing the word randomly and y'all don't even know what the hell it means. I think a lot of black women reject feminism because of the pedestal they hold romantic relationships with men on. They really believe that they cannot be feminists and be in relationships with men. They really believe that it's mutually exclusive for you to be a feminist and still crave companionship and desire marriage and kids or to love a man. I think a lot of black women also don't understand that we cannot isolate women's rights from feminism. So they want to uphold and enjoy and even exercise women's rights, but they want to reject feminism simultaneously and then say, well, two truths can exist at once. No, this is what we call disillusionment.
You know, the problem is with me there. It's when we have men's right and women's rights. See, the problem with feminism, I feel like it's same with my hyper masculinity. I feel like there's a problem there. See, there's no women's right, there's no men's right. There are human rights. See, her problem right there. And I feel like this is where a lot of feminists, and I feel like just by listening to that, the fact that she has women's right and she has men's right, I feel like for me, I classify her as those misogynistic characters. Because the moment she said women's right, no, they are humans' right. Like, that's it. There's no men's, there's no women's right. It's only humans' right. Welcome to another video. It's your broski Toy Banger back with another reaction video. Now, in this video, we're going to be covering this topic of feminism. Covered masculinity. Now I'm on feminism. Let's just hear what women think of when they think of the term feminism. Feminist, you are a feminist. Let's just listen to the voices of the people as they share and engage. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comment, because at the end of the day, we are in this together and we are teaching each other. And this is the main backbone of this channel right here, to teach each other.
You have the right to go to work, you have the right to open a bank account, you have the right to choose whether or not you get married and have kids, you have the right to do what you please with your body, whether it's sexually or pertaining to reproduction, because of feminism. Feminism had to exist first for you to be able to exercise these rights.
It's always women for change, women for change.
I'm gonna add to what she said, because at the end of the day, some of these things are not even enforced by the fathers or enforced by the men. Literally, their mothers are the ones who would say, you need to bear children, you need to respect your husband. Some of these women, they don't call out the others, which is their parents, the mothers exactly. They're always in a hurry to point out. But anyways, this is my thoughts. Like I said, we are learning and we are teaching each other. That's what I think.
But we are failing to guide women towards making choices that will protect their lives. When we come on here and try to show women the right way, when we tell them, preserve yourself, it's always, no, you're too serious, you only live once, life is too short, so is Nisha. Truth, until we say down with feminism, things are going to continue to get worse. And did feminists tell you to wear a G-string at the club if you feel like it? Feminists tell you to sleep around. Girl, you're still in your 20s, date whoever you want to date, sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. It's like you promote harmful lifestyles, but when you are faced with consequences, it's always the opposite gender. You did nothing wrong. These young women put themselves in dangerous situations and then later come crying because something happened to them. Because nobody guides them. Nobody tells them that some paths, some decisions that you make will lead to harm or even worse, death. How can you go home with a random man you just met at the club and expect to be completely safe?
Way we're so ready to reject feminism because of our allegiance to relationships with men is astounding and very dangerous for us. So you're rejecting the very thing that protects your ability to exist freely without it being controlled and dictated by what a man deems to be acceptable. Men do not reject themselves the way that we do in pursuit of companionship with us. So we need to recognize the role we sometimes play as black women.
No, we actually do. That's why we're always calling out these redheads, these red pill guys, you know, those hyper. I don't even agree with most of what they say, because they say they represent masculinity, they represent the men. But I don't, most of the time I feel like they don't represent me, because some of the things they say is the same thing feminists say: sleep around, get your money and just sleep around and just do all these wild things because you have a right, you are a man, you should show masculinity, never listen to a woman. That's why some of men are actually calling these guys out for the bullshit that they are. So I don't know in which world, and this is a problem with so-called feminist, and I feel like that this hand right here on screen is one of them. The misogynistic world point of view, where she thinks men are against her. No man is against you. No man is against you. Pretty much men don't even care. We have so much to think about. Old ways, old beliefs are against you. But you ask us, that's why you even call us this, because we are quick to just move along and just leave it as it is. If you're not going to respect me, and that's what I feel like most men actually, as gents, that's all we say: respect me. When I say something, I'm not oppressing you. This is how I feel. And if you, as my female, listen to me, I'm letting it go. I'm not saying change yourself. I'm saying give me your ear and listen to me. So I don't agree with her in any way. And I feel like some of the things she's saying are just too dangerous to even be on the internet, because of she's not clarifying where she's coming from. Maybe she comes from a point of experience with this type of behavior. And one thing I'll tell her is that choose your man wisely. That's all I'm gonna say to her. Just choose the person you are with, wisely. Don't date a narcissistic, misogynistic person and say all men are like that. Guys, come on. You know all these terms. Now look out for the signs. If someone is trying to control you, walk out. That's it.
In why black men end up showing up the way that they show up in relationships with us. We make ourselves easier to be with because we cosplay as these ideal women that have been scripted by the patriarchy in order to keep these men. So when we say decenter men, we're saying dismantle this trade-off you're always willing to do for a man. We're saying let that not be the premise of your existence as a woman. A romantic relationship with a man.
Women, we also need to start acting responsibly. We cannot always be pointing fingers. It's men, as if we're never in the wrong. Till we start making...
Personally, I like her. I'm a big fan of her because she's looking at it from a middle ground point of view. She's looking at the both sides. I like her. She's not choosing a side. She's not talking about women's rights or men's rights. She's looking at it from the middle field. I like her. I'm a fan of her.
Wiser choices that protect ourselves, nothing much is going to change. Before anyone says, but some women are not only murdered in clubs, but they are murdered and raped in their own homes. Yes, that's true. Tragically, some women are murdered in their own homes and raped by their own fathers every day for absolutely no reason, and I dread that deeply. You see, those are incidents that require urgent attention and movements because, no. But I'm not addressing that here. What I'm addressing is the women who put themselves in dangerous situations knowingly, being involved with harmful men, being overly promiscuous, or engaging in risky behavior. No one deserves to be harmed, and nothing could ever justify violence. But by the way we are doing things, by constantly defending these poor choices, we're not helping anything. What we're doing is we're driving these women to a life of destruction that could lead to death.
I've just had enough of the TikTok.
Like when I hear her speak now, have you realized that as time goes on, we men we've been trying to tell them, no, ladies, you all are choosing the narcissist, you all are choosing the misogynistic guy. Maybe he has money, maybe he has this, but most of these guys have a power complex. And even we as gents, we always tell women, and they usually say, we are hating. We want them to settle for less. We want them to actually, compromise happiness, because where happiness is where the money is at. But we try to warn them so much about this, and 90% of the time, no women are gonna listen to that bullshit. She's gonna say you are hating with your broke ass. At least he has money. What are you gonna give me? Love? I don't need love. I need money. I need a good time. And for the mere fact that someone is gonna come on the internet to say we need to boil down from showing, as women, we need to stop showing men love and respect. No, if a woman wants to show her men love and respect, let her be, let her be, if she feels like that's the thing. Because a lot of men, that's why we have men we call simps, because these men, like, their world revolves around their woman, their world revolves around the hand. Like, if his Mary is not happy, that guy doesn't function. That's why we have terms like this. Now, for the women's side, I think they are called pygmies. The feminists, these feminists, like the hand before this one, that one I don't like. They call them pygmies. Pygmy, why they call them pygmy? Like, other men call other men simps. It's because this person is devoted so much to the person they want to spend their life with that they actually show up, they show love, they are always there. So in that sense, right, that means that person is just being human, it's just showing love to another human. The problem starts now when we see it as not normal behavior. And this is where the hyper masculinity and the old red pill guys, and then this so-called feminists, but really there's just like these red pill guys, just all of them just misogynistic characters that you don't want to engage and listen to. I usually feel scared for the women who fall influenced who get influenced by these TikTok, Instagram, Facebook feminists that suffered or seen people suffer, and they projecting and think that's how all men are. No, not all men are like that. Choose your men wisely, ladies. There are so many good guys that just want to be there for you, and I'm talking this from a standing point of, I know they are there. They want to be there for you. They want to show you love. They don't want to control you. They want to see you flourish. They want to see you win. I'm one of those guys, to be honest. I'm one of those guys, because I believe that in a home and a woman is pushing, the man is pushing, I feel like we can achieve so much together. So if I oppress you, and only to find you were the lucky break we needed. We were the lucky break we needed for our life to be better. So I don't believe in oppressing a female in any way. Old ways, old beliefs dictate that. But things have changed. So far, things have changed, guys. Things have changed. And remember, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.
Of Twitter discourse this week. Guys, you finished me. Like, we have gone 50 million steps back. Can we just go back to feminism 101? One, it's not controversial to say that wanting to be a trad wife is not a feminist choice. Why is it so controversial to say that right now? Two, it's not controversial to say subscribing to organized religion is not a feminist choice. These things are not controversial to say. And I'm so sick of everybody trying to make feminism into something that it's not, and forcing us to subscribe to this conservatist, liberal, I don't even know what the hell kind of feminism you guys are running, but I'm not running with it. I'm so sorry. When I first learned about feminism, I was 13 years old. I was in grade 7. And the feminists that I learned feminism from would be spitting on all of these things that are being said about feminism right now, because they are insane and they do not align with the feminist ideology at all. I'm so sick, guys. And please don't get me wrong. When we say these things, nobody is calling you a bad person. No one is even calling you a bad feminist. We're just saying it's not a feminist choice, and it is not wrong to say that. I'm
like the male version of her. When I look at the red pill gang and why it fell apart. Because men started going against. We don't understand, like, being a masculine man took a 360-degree turn. Now it did a backflip, and now we don't even understand what is going on. It leaves you so confused. I thought a man was a protector, provider. Discipline is the main core. Now they tell men to sleep around. As a man, you need to go out and experience. As a man, the red pill guys just did it, and this is what she's saying. I feel like I'm there too. Now it's a different story where people have taking personal agendas and now diluting this belief that, okay, when we achieve equality, everyone has a voice on both sides. Now everyone wants their voice to be louder, even though they call it 50-50. So what is it? Is it 50 kamo, 50 kamo, then mahala in the middle? Because you can't be louder than the other side. So it's taking it, like, it took a drastic turn, if you ask me, over there, including this masculinity of a man and what it represents. I took a 360-degree, did a backflip on us on some kung fu panda.
Sick of everybody. I am so sick of walking on eggshells about something that we shouldn't have to walk on eggshells about. Do you guys want liberation or not? Decide today. Do you want liberation, or do you want your own personal liberation, or do you want liberation for women?
We could prevent a large number of tragedies by just preventing ourselves, ladies. Preserving ourselves. Assault and death rates of women are rising higher every day because nobody is saying, if you do these are the possible consequences. Women, it's time for us to stop to just pointing fingers and start to reflect on what we women can do to minimize risks. Women, I think we should hold gatherings and discussions to guide each other, to share wisdom, and to help avoid dangerous situations. And there's so much we can do to protect ourselves and each other, but it starts with self-reflection. It starts with safer choices. Tell me in the comment section what your feelings are on this, and please share with the women in your life. This could help them.
You know what's so funny to me? Like, let me tell you guys why I can never take a feminist in South Africa seriously. Okay, obviously I'm not going to generalize and say all feminists are like this, but like majority of them in South Africa are literally like, they literally pick and choose when they want to be activists and like feminists. Okay, for example, let me tell you guys, there's this one artist, we all know him, I'm not going to say who. He's literally known, he has a case for beating up a woman. Like, he literally beat up his past girlfriend. Like, he literally beat her up. Like, we all know this. Cool, y'all still support him. Y'all love his music. You stream his music probably every day. You go to his shows every day. When he tells you join the section for a little bit of vibe, you will join. Chris Brown then comes to South Africa. Y'all are telling him, leave. You guys are being so ignorant. Why do you want an abuser? Yet you're the same person who literally listens to that artist's music every day. You literally the same person who says, no, everyone makes mistakes when you bring up that artist, and you're like, but how are you against Chris Brown, but you listen to this person, you support this person? Oh no, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Which one is it? You can't say I'm against gender-based violence or I'm against this and that, and then when it comes to one person, you let it slide or you try to justify their actions. No, if you're gonna be against something, be against it 100%. Don't pick and choose when you want to be against it. Like, the thing is, no one's forcing you guys to be activists. No one's forcing you guys to be feminists. No one's forcing you guys to do anything. You don't have to speak up against problems that we face in our country. But if you're going to speak up, make sure you speak up against everyone. Don't now, when it comes to that one artist, or when it comes to this person, or when it comes to that person, you're now quiet. Like, I get it again. You know, you were in it. You were busy posting, Chris Brown mustn't come to South Africa again. Chris Brown, this, that. Not even only Chris Brown, a lot of other people. But now, when they hold you accountable for trying to justify this, your favorite artist's behavior, you then like, I'm not involved. Come on, don't be dumb.
Stop you.
So that was the video right here. What is your opinion on all of this, and what is the resolve, guys? What is the resolve? What is the solution? Let's come up with solutions down in the comment section. Let's just talk and chop. Join the conversation with your broski Chloe Banger. If you like more videos like this and you wanna share these conversations, please, on this channel we are here to teach and enlighten each other for a better tomorrow. Until the next video, it's your broski Chloe Banger. Ololo.